I'm talking to new friend Steve Harvill. He's the president of Creative Ventures. He's an international keynote speaker, and he's author of 21 Secrets of $1 Million Sellers. Steve, how's it going? How you holding up down there in Austin?
We're doing great in Austin. It's challenging times, but still times that there's a lot of good, strong horizons out there.
Yeah, Austin is like becoming this hotbed. Lots of really cool stuff happening down there, huh?
Yeah, every Elon Musk, Joe Rogan, Oracle, all that was all within the last 2 weeks.
That's amazing. Well, good luck hooking some major client
Yeah,
money there, but no
stay off
pressure.
the road.
Exactly. Thank goodness you guys rebuilt that airport.
Yeah,
Not complaining, just saying.
no, Bergstrom's a nice little airport.
Hey, Creative Ventures. Can you talk to me briefly about what Creative Ventures is and what kind of challenges Creative Ventures has been faced with, or solutions you guys have been challenged with during this moment? You know, COVID, work from
Sure.
home. You know.
We're a strategy-based consulting firm. This is our 37th year. That means we develop original ideas that have a strategic foundation for the companies we do business with. So in order to get to our ideas, they access them through our company. We only do three things. We're either speaking about our ideas, teaching our ideas, or applying our ideas. That's the entire foundation of what we've done for 37 years. And most of our stuff is in person. So this zombie apocalypse that we're in has really affected us radically. We pivoted early on, doing a lot of stuff virtually, a lot of work with our clients along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the things that stayed the same, right, is if you have unique content delivered in a dynamic, participatory fashion, you're going to find a methodology of getting that out, whether it's whatever format it's going to take.
Mm-hmm.
And we're blessed with those things.
Mm-hmm. A novice might say, "That sounds like a mouthful, Steve. I want to get started, but you're making it sound like it's a pretty big menu. It's like that menu at TGI Fridays. I don't know what appetizer to pick. It sounds like a lot of stuff. If somebody was interested in like one or two tips or things to get started right away on addressing some of that, what would you tell them?"
Well, let's see if I can make it an In-N-Out burger menu instead.
Monster style.
fairly simple. You have to have a viable idea. That's where everything starts, right? Nothing happens without the idea. So here's a simple way to test it if you're thinking about doing something, right? An idea goes on a 3-part journey. Every idea that's ever been done has followed this journey. It starts with, I get it. You have to be able to be sure you can explain to someone whatever your idea is, and they understand it. Without that, the rest of the journey's done, right? So it's, I get it. It moves then to, I value it. I value your idea. That's the hardest part because you've got to get through everybody's value filters, right? And then the last piece that makes the idea sticky is, can I apply the idea within the context of what I do? So I get it. I value it, I apply it within the context of what I do. You know, I could teach you to map the elliptic of a planet, but you're probably not going to use it. It has to have contextual value to the client.
Okay.
So pass whatever you're doing through that 3-part filter. I get it. Can you move that to value? Can you move it to the applicability to what they're doing?
Okay.
If you have that 3-part arc, the idea is going to stick.
And that is reinforced through storytelling or through.
That's the foundation of really everything, isn't it?
Okay.
I mean, and I'll give you a quick, simple, since we're all about simplicity, I'll give you a simple hit for story. If you want to know what someone else thinks about what you're doing, just write down these 2 words. Tell me. Start every question with tell me. And the return to you will be a story every time. Every time. We did that for when I wrote the 21 Secrets book. I asked 300 producers 10 questions, and each question started with tell me. Your take on story, Dave, is as good as it gets.
Well, okay. Thank you. Thank you so
Yeah, I
much.
mean, seriously, that's
Thank you.
people make it really complicated.
Hmm.
And story isn't that, right? It's got a beginning, a middle, and an end. There's only two pieces to it: crafting and telling.
Hmm.
It just needs strategic focus, energy,
Well, it
and
needs
time.
focus. It needs focus, and you need to practice.
Oh my God! In fact, I would say you need to rehearse.
Yes.
I think there's a difference between those two, right?
Yep.
People at the end of Mark Twain's writing career, he was bankrupt, right?
Hmm.
So he starts a massive storytelling tour, a
Hmm.
presentation tour
Hmm.
all over the world.
Hmm.
And in doing that, he had this thing called "Tell It to the Dog," where he would rehearse out loud his story so he could hear it.
Right.
I think that's a big deal to make your story successful.
Hmm. And just to wrap up, Steve, I'm going to ask you the question I ask everybody. Steve, what lessons have we learned during this crazy 9-month moment of high flux? What lessons have we learned that we must not forget?
You know, the arrow of time only goes one way, right? It only goes towards the future. But the past never lies. It always is a good foundation to take a look at, right?
Hmm.
And so all the stuff that's happened to us, we're staggeringly good at adapting. Just humans in general are good at adapting. We have been since we've been walking upright.
Hmm.
Uh, the thing that I think is the one thing you don't want to forget is that your message, if you have a unique contextual message,
Hmm.
and it can be delivered dynamically, that still forms the foundation of connections.
Hmm.
And it formed it yesterday, it'll form it tomorrow. Now, you may not get to do it in person. The format may change, but that formula doesn't.
Okay.
Unique, powerful content delivered dynamically.
Excellent. Steve, it's so great to meet you in person. My thumbs are sore from all the texting we're doing, so it's good to finally meet you face to face. And thank you for your
I'm
time
honored.
today. I appreciate it.
I was so honored to get the invitation, and I do it anytime.
Anybody who knows me knows I need to work on my gratitude. So thank you so much.
You're
Have,
welcome. You're
have,
welcome.
have a good one.
You too. Thank you.